How you measure the success of your Google ads will depend on your objectives. Here are some example objectives that advertisers can have. The first is conversions, that is getting people to make a purchase or perform some other action on your site, for example, signing up to an email list. Other advertisers may just be looking to get traffic to their sites. Some may be looking to get brand awareness, so that means they're looking to get as many people viewing their ads as possible. And finally, video views, increasing the views or engagement to your videos on YouTube. So how do bid strategies work? First, the advertiser must select a bid strategy based on their objectives. So for example, that objective could be getting as many conversions as possible or getting as much conversion value as possible. Google will vary the bid to achieve this objective. You will generally be charged on a cost per click basis. So even though your objective could be, for example, get as many impressions as possible, you will still be charged a cost per click or CPC for each click you receive. Google mostly charges by the click, but does sometimes charge for impressions, and this is called CPM bidding. For each campaign, you will set a daily budget, and over the course of a month, you will not spend more than 30 times 4 times your daily budget, though on any particular day, you may spend over or under your daily budget. Now let's look at the different bid strategies that Google supports. The first and simplest is a manual cost per click. This is where you set the maximum cost per click for an action. This can be set at the campaign ad group keyword level or the placement level. This is good if you want to allocate more of your advertising budget to keywords or placements that are successful. It's also good for putting a ceiling on your cost per click. So for example, if you're on a Google shopping campaign and you have ads that aren't performing and the ROAS targeting isn't working, you could put them in a separate campaign with a maximum cost per click, which is very low, and then Google will have to work hard to make those products work. Maximizing clicks is where your primary objective is to get as many visitors to your site as possible. This is an automated bid strategy, and Google will work to maximize the traffic to your site within your daily budget. So it could, for example, look for traffic which is less relevant but has a lower cost per click. Maximizing impressions is when you want to get your brand in front of as many people as possible. So Google will work to maximize the number of impressions you get within your daily budget. For this bid strategy, different campaign types will be charged in a different way. So search ads will be charged on a CPC basis, whereas display ad will be charged on a CPM basis. That is for the amount of times that the ad is viewed, and CPM stands for per 1,000 views. Google is investing in machine learning and has developed some smart bid strategies. These use machine learning to optimize for conversions or conversion values. Use a wide range of signals to work out when the best time to bid for your ads is. So for example, they would look at the previous intent of the user, they would look at the location of the user, they would take the amount you bid, the information they have from your website to decide when it's the best time to bid. These strategies are great for saving time and also, in my experience, for maximizing conversions. However, you do lose control of how you bid, and you are trusting Google to make the right decision on your behalf. Note with smart bid strategies, you're only setting Google a target. It's not written in stone. A lot of the time it will underperform your target. In my experience, it very rarely overperforms. Here are the smart bidding strategies available. You can set a target cost per action. That is you say, okay, to Google, every time I make a sale, I want to spend a maximum of £5. Return on advertising spend. This is where Google will optimize the amount of return you get on your ad spend. So for example, if you say to Google, I want a return of 1,000%, it would spend £100 for every £1,000 worth of sales that you receive. Maximize conversions. This is where you want to get the most number of conversions for your money. Maximize conversion value. You can say, I want to get you the most conversion value for the bid. This will spend up your entire daily budget as opposed to specifying a specific return on advertising spend. Also, there's enhanced cost per click. This is an option which you can add to manual bidding. Google uses enhanced cost per click. Then if it sees a good opportunity, then it will go above your maximum cost per click. So ROAS, just to recap, is the sales divided by the advertising spend times 100%. So if you wanted a ROAS of 1,000%, that would, for example, be sales of £1,000 on costs of £100 times 100%. Now let's just have a quick look at an example of how a bid strategy is set. This is a dynamic search ad campaign here, and I've gone into settings and then bidding, and at the moment it's set on focus on conversion value. So it is a smart bidding campaign. Google is going to aim for 500%. Now, if we look here, there's a range of other options available. There's conversions, where it'll maximize the number of conversions within your budget, your daily budget. Also, number of clicks, so it'll maximize the number of clicks within your daily budget or the impression share within your daily budget. Other examples, if we clicked on more there, we have manual CPC as well and target impression share. That's something to bear in mind if you change your bidding strategy. Google will take several days to learn. So if you look at your list of campaigns under bidding strategy, it'll say that it's in the learning phase. You should give your campaign time to learn and not expect it to perform well immediately. Within some campaigns, you can add bid adjusters to certain targets to increase or decrease your bids. So for example, if you want to bid more on mobiles and less on desktops, you could put a bid adjuster, for example, 20% on more on mobiles, which would take your standard bid and would add 20% on top of it. Or you could do a location bid where you could say, I want to bid 20% less from London, and you would bid therefore 80p in the pound for customers that are based in London. Now you should note that these bid adjusters multiply together to give the final result. So if you have someone on mobile who is also at a particular location and there's bid adjusters for both, so if the mobile adjuster was 110% and the location adjuster is 120%, what you will do is you'll end up with 132% bid adjustment. So returning to our DSA campaign here, if we look at devices, we can see we've got mobile, computers and tablets, and we can add a bid adjustment. So if we wanted to bid 10% more, it says here that a £10 bid will become £11. So you can add different bids for your different targets, computers, tablets. You can also do it for locations and on schedules. You can set different bid adjusters for different days. So you could even say if you didn't want to bid overnight, you could set a bid adjustment to minus 100%, which would mean that you didn't bid on that particular time.